Hey there. So let's talk about your intuition. If you feel like you've been stuck in a rut, or you feel like you get little inklings of intuitive messages, but you're just not sure why they're not consistent or why there's some clarity and then it becomes cloudy again, then this video is for you. This is going to be part one of my intuition reset series. Life happens. Stress happens with physical, mental, emotional stress, and also just other things going on in our life. We have schedules, we have things that we need to attend to. It can be really hard to remember to connect to our intuition, and we end up losing that feeling, that connection, because we get busy. Things happen, right? So let's talk about how we reset. And I'm going to be breaking this down in some small steps. And first and foremost, I want to invite you to just slow down. We are in this fast paced world, and you might be saying, well, Whitney, I don't know how I can possibly slow down. I've got all the things to do. What I want you to do is to honor your energy and to honor your capacity. That's going to be really important to start just reconnecting in to your intuitive side. So, with our intuition, we are able to communicate with our higher self. We are able to communicate with our spirit guides, and we're even able to connect to our loved ones who've crossed over into the spirit world. But our intuition is this navigation device. We get to say yes or no through gut feelings, through sight with clairvoyance, through sound with clairaudience, through the feelings that I just shared in your gut, and also through clear knowing as well, where you're like, you know what, my body is saying yes to this. You can also actually smell your messages and taste messages too. I know that sounds weird, and we're not going to get into that today, but it's true. But before we really start discerning and connecting into those different senses that we have and the way that spirit communicates with us and the way our higher self communicates with us, what we need to be doing is honoring the capacity that we have. We can't be rushing around expecting that we're going to be getting these clear messages in that moment because our body's not in tune with the frequency of how we need to receive messages. So, I'm going to share a funny story with you. I was actually getting an MRI, and MRIs are not fun for me, at least. They can cause anxiety, there's loud banging. I was sitting in a really uncomfortable position getting this. And what I was able to do is to slow down. I actually meditated in that space. And I said to myself, you know what? There's nothing I need to be doing right now than just sitting here for about 30 minutes. And so I'm going to allow myself to just slow down and get myself in alignment with that vibration of spirit. So when we meditate or we allow ourselves to just kind of pause, whether you want to meditate, whether you want to take deep breaths, and that's what I did. I took deep breaths. I asked my spirit guides to come through, and I was able to really start receiving those messages because I was in alignment. And what was really cool is I got this message about a specific date, and it was around my husband and some finances and some things that were unknown to us at the time. And I thought, huh, that's interesting. Well, about 2 hours later, he actually got a confirmation saying, this is the date for that financial thing. And I was like, that's amazing. I love how I was able to slow down in that moment. So, when you're in a place of rushing around throughout your day, today especially, I want you to just see how you can slow your body down, whether it's mindfulness, whether it's just taking a couple deep breaths, whether you're sitting there in a parking lot or you are getting an MRI, whether you're at your house or you're like, you know what, I've got to make dinner in 5 minutes. I just need to clear my mind. Take some time out. That's your homework. That's it. That's easy, right? Take some small time outs. They don't have to be this hour meditation. It doesn't have to be the 30-minute meditation. I want you to really honor where it fits for you. So when we think of, oh, I have to talk to my spirit guides, I have to meditate, that can create more stress and more confusion, more cloudiness to our energy because we are now worried about how we're going to fit it in. And then when we try to fit it in, our energy is still up here, like, oh my gosh, I've got to do all these things and I'm just fitting it in versus So instead of thinking, okay, Whitney, during that time, I'm going to talk to my spirit guides, I don't want you to even think about that. Just breathe. Just breathe. I want you to imagine that you are calming down and you're starting to just relax, like relax everything in your body. When we're hyper, when we're energized, we find ourselves up here. Just literally, how can I just take a deep breath? And just honor that capacity and energy. Don't worry about trying to find a specific time every day unless it works for you. Just allow yourself to find time in the day. And then tell me in the comments what's working for you, what time that you felt. And if it's one time throughout the day, that's great. If it's 5 times throughout the day, that's great. Don't judge yourself either. Just let yourself slow down and get into that place. Now, one little tip I'll say to you, sometimes massaging your muscles, wherever it is, if the tension's in your shoulders, just doing this can help remind you to slow down. And it doesn't have to be a full on massage, but just kind of letting your physical body know, hey, in this time, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to allow myself to relax. I'm going to allow myself to breathe for these 3 seconds I have, for these 5 seconds I have. And what this does is it's going to start aligning you more to your intuition. That's why things feel cloudy. You're a tornado right now with all the stuff going on when you feel like you can't get that clarity because you're thinking about the things, you're expecting the things. There's so much going on in the world, there's so much going on in your energy that sometimes you get moments of clarity and then it spins around. And this happens a lot when we're in transition. And when you're in transition, it can be hard to really get that clarity because you are actively transitioning. You're moving into a new phase of your life. You can visualize this as if you're going up to the mountain to see a clear view of the whole valley, but you're literally walking the mountain. That's transition. You're in action, you're moving. And so your energy is shifting into a different vibration. That can also be a reason why you feel like you can't get those clear messages. So let's start aligning. So again, just pick a few moments of the day, just see where it is in your capacity to relax and to allow. All right, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you inside the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss a video, and I can't wait to hear from you.